M wants me to pay her groceries. Not sure if entitled parents or choosing beggars, but I'll post it here. Cast, M, obvious, F, M's friend, me, obvious as well. When I was on my way home from work a couple of days ago, 2 women approached me and asked me if I could help them. M, excuse me, can you help us please? Me, sure, what's the deal? M, would you mind buying us some food? We don't have any money. Since I live in a big city, I'm used to poor and homeless people asking me for money or food, and especially during the winter I want to help, but I never give money to anyone, but usually take them to the supermarket and buy them a sandwich or some hot tea. There are lots of reports of organized begging and people who are brought here just to get money from kind strangers. I don't want to support exploitation like this, but I want to help people in need, so I buy some food or tea. When M and F asked me, I thought they just wanted something they could have for dinner. Me, yeah, something to eat for the 2 of you. F, well, we need something to cook. You know, she has 4 little children. Me, I'm sorry, but I can't afford paying groceries for 6 people. Not even if 4 of them are children and it's just 1 meal. M, it wouldn't be too expensive. Me, I already said no. F, could you give us some money? There is a store where we can buy cheap food. Me, no cash, can't help you. F, over there is an ATM, let's go. Me, no, not like this. I want to help, but not if someone demands me to. Bye. Then I left. They followed me in some distance and I loudly heard them complaining. M, it's always the same. Everyone wants to help, but not if you ask for money. F, yeah, I hate those people. Look at her, she seems to have more than enough, wearing those nice clothes and shoes. I was wearing my dirty and partly torn work clothes, so no idea where that came from if she meant me. I decided to ignore that and hurry to get my bus. At that point I was really angry. They didn't say please even once, but they demanded me to give them money. As I said, I want to help people in need, but not if they're disrespectful and demanding. A man approached me in the parking lot of Walmart Thanksgiving Day. He asked if I was having a good Thanksgiving, and when I told him I was here to get a few items for my dinner, he told me he needed food too. He just wanted $20. I told him I had no cash but offered to get him some groceries if he went with me back into the store. He said no and quickly approached another car to ask them instead. I don't understand these folks. Do they not realize most of us are smart enough to know that they don't really want food? I was homeless for a while and had the decency to tell people what I needed the money for. Whether my phone bill was due soon, I used it for job hunting, or it was supposed to rain and I needed a hotel room, or if I just needed some ibuprofen for a migraine, I was always upfront and people had no problem either walking me into the store for it or handing me the cash. I respected people who would openly say, look, I'm an alcoholic and need a drink, and would help out with my last dollar because I'd rather them drink than die of withdrawal on the side of the road. Honesty gets you a lot further with many people. Food was never hard to get as the local walk-in center always had it, and I'd be sure to tell them that food wasn't what I needed. A wonderful woman who I'm friends with to this day invited me to her home for Christmas dinner a few years ago, where I told her the story of why I was on the streets and bought my bus ticket back home to my family. I'm glad you made it back home. Honesty is the key. I'd buy a beer or some wine for someone who says I'm an alcoholic and need a drink, could you help me please, but I don't give anyone money, because I'm very bad at telling if someone is part of an organized begging network or not.